Hi, I'm Kit Rich, your trainer. This is a fusion flow with focused booty at the end. This is my friend Giovanna, she's gonna do the modified, and this is my friend Justin, he's gonna stick with me in the more advanced options, but this is a routine that's really for everyone. It's low impact, easier on the body, and I think you're gonna really love it. All right, you ready? Let's begin. You're gonna start on your hands and your knees. Your hands are shoulder width apart, your shoulders are right over your wrists, your knees are directly underneath your hips and hip width apart. Let's begin with cat-cow, arching your back, lifting your chest up, pull your chest forward, and then from here, reverse it, rounding your spine, tucking your chin, really stretching in between those shoulder blades. And then again, just continue on your own, just feeling this flow, waking up the spine, waking up the back, tucking in, really push into those hands, and continue on your own. This is one of my favorite ways to wake up the body. Sometimes, like let's say you're doing this first thing in the morning, sometimes your back will be pretty stiff. This helps to increase the flexibility of it, give you some awareness of what you're feeling in your body, where you might be tight. I want you to give me one more, and then wherever you are, whether you're arching or rounding, hold that position there for a second. Feel that nice opening or the stretch, and then come into a neutral position of your spine. So neutral is that space between those two extremes. Belly button is pulled in tight, shoulder blades down your back, and I want you to extend your right arm forward and your left leg back. Hold for bird dog. Now stay in this position for me. Your hips are stacked, they're squared, your abs are in tight, you're stretching through the arm and the leg, and then drop it back down. And then on your own, just continue. Doing the other arm and the other leg, holding for a moment, and then dropping back down and keep going. So you're finding your own natural flow here. You can hear my cues and just go with what feels right. Notice when you're doing this, if you start to drop through your belly button, keep it pulled in and up, really find that nice stretch there. You can point or flex your foot, that is up to you. I want you to give me one more each. I want you to feel even. So extending one, and then wherever you are, hold this next one. Good. Belly button in, and little pulses with the arm and the leg. Pulse up, pulse up. Now, instead of focusing, keep going on the height, focus on length and lift, length and lift. You're squeezing your inner thighs, you're squeezing the arm in towards the ear. Belly button pulled in tight. Give me a few more here. Don't let that back move for me. And hold. Drop it down, let's do the other. Extending the opposite arm and the opposite leg, hold and pulse it up. Now as you're pulsing, keep going. You want to make sure that you're lifting more from your inner thigh versus your outer thigh. So rotate that hip down and lift from the inner part of the leg. Give me one more, hold it there. Now taking that same arm and leg, you're gonna round your spine, bringing the elbow and the knee in towards each other, and then extend it back out. Nice big exhale as you curl, finding your balance, and extend. Keep going. The tendency in this move is to pull back away from your body so that your shoulder goes behind. I want you to keep that shoulder right over the wrist, so the knee is the thing that really has to come in. Let's try one more. Hold it in here. Just stay pulled up through the abs. Extend it out. And then drop it down. Let's switch. Extending the opposite arm and the leg, and curl under, exhale, and extend. Exhale, curl, belly button pulls up. So really challenge the knee to lift up into the chin as much as you can. Good, connect to the breath. We're focusing here on balance. Good, give me one more, and then hold it out, and then drop it down. From here, come all the way down onto your stomach. Now modified, you're gonna do cactus arms, arms bent. Otherwise, arms are extended out in front of you, feet are hip width apart, and I want you to lift both arms and legs up at the same time. Nice big exhale, lift, and then drop it down. Exhale, lift, and drop it down. Continue on your own. Now, this is our first time really waking up your back, right? Other than that bird dog. Now you're feeling this extension work. You're gonna feel a tiny little bit of compression in your lower back. That's completely normal. You wanna feel the fingertips stretching, the legs stretching, and the whole back of the body working here. And on this last one, I want you to hold it up here and breathe. Wherever you are, just feel the length. Hold the belly button in, breathe for 3, 2, and drop it down. Good. come onto your elbows for me, onto your forearms. So your elbows are shoulder width apart, and I want your palms open today. Your chest is pulled forward, your feet are hip width apart. Flex your feet, come on off your knees, hold your plank, and hold. The tendency in this is to arch your back. Tailbone under, belly button in, strengthen the legs. Now pull your chest forward, shoulder blades down the back, re-engage your abs. Hold. Stay in that. Push into the palms of the hands to draw your chest forward again. Belly button in, keep holding. You have about 10 more seconds here. We're just warming up that core, getting a little fire into that belly. You have 5 seconds in 4, 3, 2, and relax it down. Roll onto your back for me. Now, we're gonna do a slightly different version of what looks a little bit like the Pilates hundreds. So you begin with your legs in a tabletop position. Your heels are together, your toes are apart in a V. I want you to grab the backs of your thighs and come into a crunch position. So you're lifting through your upper body. And then modified keeps your legs bent, otherwise extend your legs, still in the V, and now extend your arms by your side. You're gonna pump your arms 4 times. 1, 2, 3, hold. Now pump your legs. 1, 2, 3, hold. Again, pump arms. 1, 2, 3, hold. Pump legs. 1, 2, 3. Continue on your own. Just feel that pumping, coordinate it with your breath. As you're pumping your arms and pumping your legs, try to find as much stillness in your torso as possible. Pull the belly button down, chest up, shoulders back and down, collarbone wide. I want you to perform 2 more on your own. Do not give up on yourself. I know your lower abs are starting to feel that fire. I know your upper abdominals are starting to feel that. You guys look great, and relax it down. Your legs are extended all the way straight onto the floor. Modified, your legs are bent. From here, take your arms up overhead. Notice if your ribs are out, close your ribs in, take your arms up by your ears. Pilates V with your feet, heels together, toes apart, and slow roll-ups on your own. Inhale and exhale, go for the stretch past your toes, and then roll it down, tucking your tailbone, and down you go. Good. Now, a lot of us go, this should be easy. Why is this not easy? I can't get up there. It's okay, right? There's a lot of muscles working here. So watch Giovanna here. She's holding on to the backs of her thighs, using her hands to help roll herself up, and then tucking her tailbone as she rolls herself down. Then as you get stronger, you may still need to hold on to the backs of your thighs, but maybe you can bring your heels in a little bit closer into your butt, right? And that will make it a little harder on those lower abs. I want you just to give me one more. Nice stretch for the back of the body. And then roll it down, keeping your legs exactly where they are. We're now gonna go for a single leg pike. Arms up. As you come up, one leg kicks up, reach for your toes and drop it down, go. Big exhale, lift and down. Nice exhale, up and down. So, notice Giovanna behind me, she has one leg bent as she kicks the leg up. So for those of you who have a sensitive back, that really helps to support your back. This is working your lower abs and your upper abdominals. You wanna make sure that your shoulders are not creeping up by your ears. Pull them down your back. Good. I want you to try, if you're feeling super strong today, I want you to try for both legs at the same time. So you go roll up, kick both legs up, and then drop it down. It's hard to find where you should be pulling from. My recommendation is to start from your upper body, then get those legs to kick. Yes, sometimes if you think legs first, you won't be able to get up. Almost there. Give me one more. And come to sit up. Looks good. Bring your hands behind you. Fingertips are pointed in. They can also be out to the side based on your shoulder flexibility. Bend your legs for me and lift your hips up into reverse tabletop here. You'll feel a nice opening of the shoulders. I want you to lean back into the arms, bend your elbows down and up. Triceps, down and push up. So you're scooping into your abs a little bit. You want to point your elbows back, really squeeze your upper back here as well. Down and up. Good, keep going. Keep on going, my friends. Slightly different flow today. No jumping, just feeling. Nice. So no matter how you cut it, this move is tough. We tend to be a little weaker in our triceps than we are in our biceps and our shoulders because we don't use our triceps quite as much, right? Harder to tone as well. I want you to try 3 more. Give me 2 more. I need you to push into your thumbs. And on this last one, I want you to hold it up. Now, if it's hard enough for you here, I need you to stay just holding this tabletop. I'm gonna come over to Justin. From here, those of you who can, you're gonna pull your hips underneath your body, extend your legs straight, hold. Notice that his butt is off the floor. Can you hold that? Bend the legs, bring it right back up, and continue. Pulling back. Now, again, today, what Justin is doing might not work for you. Today, what Giovanna is doing works just fine. And let me tell you something, it's hard, stay with it. Give me 3 more. Back and lift, pull back and lift. 1 more time. Back, lift, hold, then sit down, extend your legs wide. So your legs are gonna be wider than your hips. What's really important about this move though is what's happening in your lower back and in your pelvis. So if with your legs straight, if you're rounded through here, I want you to bend your knees until you're sitting up really, really tall. It's really important. So you might be super strong, but not as flexible, so honor where you're at. Take your arms out to the side. From here, inhale, rise tall, and let's start sawing off the opposite toe. So you're reaching, sawing off the opposite toe. Then you bring that back arm behind you, bend the legs, lift your hips up and over, nice big front of the body stretch. And then bring it back down, come to sit, extend your legs out, arms out to the side, big inhale. Exhale, saw to the other side. Oh, so good. Bring that arm back behind you, come on up. Nice big stretch. And now just do it on your own. You might want to go faster today. So everybody at their own pace, stretch, lift up and over and down. Stretching the back, stretching the hips. You got it. So if you're tight through your hip flexors, man, are you gonna like this one. You got it. Finish it off so you're even. Last one, bring it here, lift up, and then come to sit. All right, so if you're on a mat, you wanna scoot towards the front of your mat. Be careful that there's no table around you or anything that you could crash into. You want plenty of space around you. We're gonna go for rolling like a ball. Your heels are together, your toes are apart. You're gonna grab your ankles. Now, if you have a little problems with flexibility here, you're gonna grab underneath your knees. I want you to float your feet up and hold your balance to start. Now, for some of you, this is hard enough, okay? It's hard to balance, it works a lot of lower abs. Get your heels as close as you can to your butt, and we're gonna roll back. Inhale, roll back, and when you come up, don't let your feet touch the floor. Inhale, roll back, exhale up. Keep going for me. You want to be careful when you're rolling. You don't want to roll onto your neck or your head. You stop at your shoulders. So your hips rise up, and then you come back up. So you'll notice with Giovanna here, she's doing the same idea she did when she did roll-ups because it works the same exact muscles. So maybe today, you don't want anything that has to do with momentum. It's really just about this feeling. What pulls you down, what pulls you up are your abs. Give me one more, and then I want you to hold it at the top. Hold that there, Justin. G's gonna come up. Good, now everybody roll down just 3 inches and hold that position there. So you're scooping into your abs, stay in that for 3, 2, and 1, and relax it down. Good, I want you to roll onto your stomach now. So from here, your hands are lifted, they're off the floor, your chest is slightly up, and you're gonna curl your toes under with your legs strong. When you push into the floor, you're gonna push up into a plank, and then drop with control back down, lifting the hands back up. Go for it, push up, and drop down. Lift the hands, push up, and drop down. Now, for some of you, it's gonna bother your back a little bit, so I want you to keep your knees down as you do the same move. Otherwise, keep your knees off the floor at all times as you lift and push. Continue. Nice. Here's what I wanna see. If you need a little bit more fire, I want you to pick up the pace. But you are not allowed to pick up the pace unless you feel that you have the control you need. Feel your core pull in. If it's going into your back, slow it down, drop your knees down. Honor your body today. I want you to give me 2 more. I think it's fun. Hold it at the top, stay there, and then come all the way down onto your stomach. Good. From here, sit back into a child's pose. Feel the stretch of the back. Come forward into a downward dog. Lift your hips up and back. Feel the stretch through the back of the legs. Push into the palms of the hands. Walk your hands back to your toes for the stretch of the back of the legs. Now in this position, you want your hands to come a little bit forward so you have some space, and then take your right leg and extend it straight up. Now this is not about height. I don't want the hip open and shooting it up to the sky. Your hips are squared, abs are pulled in. You're gonna walk back forward into your plank, keeping your leg up. Your hands are shoulder width apart, chest pulls forward, one tricep push-up, elbows into the body, push it up, walk your hands back, and once you're back there, kick the leg up once. Walk it forward, tricep push-up, walk it back. Once you're back there, kick the leg up. Continue. Now, some of you are going, Kit, I can't walk forward, I can't walk back, I can't, wait, right? Forget about it. If it feels better for you just to do tricep push-ups with just the leg up, just do that, okay? I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking to see that you try, okay? And sometimes these moves that don't seem like they should be that hard are. Give me one more. Come forward, tricep push-up, push it back up, kick the leg up to the sky, place the foot down, soften your knees, come to stand. Good. So the right leg was the one that was kicking up. So we're gonna keep your right leg forward, hands behind your head. You're gonna step back into a curtsy lunge. The left leg goes behind you, hold this here, your hips are pointed forward, chest up, drive through the front heel. When you come up, you're gonna go for a side crunch. Ready? Go. Down, lift side. Down, lift up. Nice big exhale there. Continue on your own, please. So, this is a balancing exercise. It's working your legs and your abs. However, if your balance feels a little off, you want to keep your feet down when you step up. If it hurts your hip flexors, you want to keep your feet down. Otherwise, you go for a nice big exhale. Get that knee up there. Good. I want you to try two more. Down, lift up, down, lift up, and relax. Come back to your mat. Take your arms up to the sky, big inhale. Exhale, dive forward, hands to the floor. Walk your hands a little forward. Left leg now comes up to the sky. Hips are squared so the leg won't be as high. Walk forward, tricep push-up. Walk it back, kick the leg up. Walk forward. Now let's talk about these tricep push-ups. Continue. Your elbows are into your body. They don't flare out to the side. They're squeezing in tight, abs pull in and up. When you go down through the elbows, the chest pulls forward. Very important. Let's complete two more here. Walk it forward, tricep push-up, walk it back. Make sure to, make sure to kick that leg up. One more time. One tricep push-up, walk it back, kick the leg up, then drop the leg next to it, roll yourself up for curtsy lunge, balance on the other side. Hands behind your head, so now left leg stays forward, right leg steps back, come up, high, down, and up. Nice big exhale. Drive through that front heel. Keep going. What happens in this move is we tend to go into the toes. You want to make sure that that front foot is parallel. So Justin, let's turn your toes slightly out. Exactly. Look, sometimes we don't start out perfectly, but then we find it in between, and that's okay. All right? The point is for you to become the master of your own body. So you hear my cues, you feel it in your body, and you find out how it should feel, right? Give me one more, and then relax. Okay, we're gonna come back down to the mat. We're gonna go for box work. So if you've ever done Pilates before, and you've been on a reformer, this will feel a little bit like box work. Your legs are bent, your feet are flexed. Now, if you have really tight hip flexors, you're gonna turn your knees slightly out, and let's place your hands around your stomach like you're giving yourself a big hug. Now, I want you to imagine if someone just punched you in the lower abs, what would you do? You round back. And then when you come in, you're gonna lift yourself up and over your arms, rounding forward. Here we go. Inhale, round back. Exhale, up. Continue like that. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Now, when you're doing this move, it's very easy to lead from your shoulders, but you actually want to take it down to your core. This part of your body, belly button, right above your hips, lower abs, that's what's pulling you back. That's what's bringing you up. Now watch Giovanna. Notice that she's holding onto the backs of her legs. So for those of you that tend to be a little weaker through the lower abs, that arm support is crucial. Give me one more. And then hold it at the top. Now notice you were in a rounded position. Now come to a super flat back. So imagine I put 2 rods into your lower back. Hands behind your head, elbows wide. Make sure they stay wide as you hinge back with a flat back. Inhale, exhale up. Nice, continue. You're gonna wanna scoop into your abs. You're gonna wanna round. Avoid that. Keep that flat back. It doesn't have to be a big movement. Make it smaller and feel your core pulling you back. Feel your core bringing you forward. You got this. Back and up. Give me one more. Back. Hold this up at the top. Now sit up even taller for me. You're taller than that. You're more confident than that. Now lean back halfway with that flat back. Hold that there. I want you to rotate within that. So you twist, come back to center, rotate back to center. Again, you're gonna wanna scoop into your abs. Don't do it. Flatten out, strong, chest up, confident, breathe. You got it. Now, if you can, lean back even more without rounding the spine. Complete 2 more each side on your own. If you find it tough, I promise you, keep trying, you'll get better at it. Ready? And come on up and relax. All right, we're moving into booty work. Boop, boop, boop. My favorite. Why do I love booty work so much? Because it's this thing you never see, but you feel it all the time. You think about it, you feel it. So I feel like when I work your butt, I'm doing my social work. That I'm helping everyone with their confidence so they don't have to think about it. And then you can go about your day, right? Okay, so your hands are directly underneath your shoulders. Your shoulders are, well, they're directly over your wrists. So from here, you're gonna take your left leg, you're gonna take it slightly outside of your hip. Your abs are pulled in and up and you have a flexed foot. From here, you're just gonna kick it up at this slight diagonal with a bent leg. Kick it up and drop it down. Kick it up and drop it down. Now, I normally wouldn't turn my back to you, but I really do want you to see where my angle is. So notice that my knee is just outside of my hip and it's rotated. And from there, that's where I'm kicking up and dropping down. The tendency in this move is to drop into the ribs and drop into your lower abs. Close everything up. Also, lean into the arm that has the same leg lifting. So I'm leaning more into my left. You can actually feel where the energy is. You should be able to lift your right hand and still keep your balance. And you drop it back down if you lifted it up. But then again, if you're feeling super advanced today, you can place that right hand behind your back. Don't let me stop you. You have about 10 seconds left of this move. Kick it up, squeeze the butt at the top, lift out of the shoulders, shoulders down the back. Almost there. 3, 2, now hold the leg up. If the hand is up, drop it back down. You're now gonna take that knee and place it behind the other knee. Like you're drawing an upside down V, kick it up and drop it down to the side. Kick it up and drop it down. Continue. Again, what does your body wanna do? It wants to shake. It wants to rock and roll. Your job is to stay as stable as possible as you're working the leg. Does anybody else feel this? I'm talking to you the whole time I'm going like, whoa, my butt is on fire. It feels good though. Like I said, this is the thing. Your butt's gonna feel amazing, then you don't have to think about it ever for the rest of the day. And then you can think about all the stuff that you really need to do, productive stuff. And your butt will look really good while you're doing it. That's a good thing, right? Almost there, up and down. If you're thinking, wow, Kit, this is a super long set, the answer's duh. Yeah, it is. I'm working your butt hard today. You have 10 seconds. Who thought in my adult life I'd be saying you're working your butt hard today, huh? For my job. One more, hold that knee behind the other knee. So notice where I am. It's almost like they're super glued. You're gonna keep that leg there at that diagonal as you kick it up and down. Now this one, super awkward, but the second you kick the leg up, you'll get where I'm going with it, right? You'll feel that inner thigh and that sort of inner part of the butt working. Now notice what happens to your hips. Your hips are probably rocking down. Pull the left hip back up, shoulders pull forward, continue to kick the leg up. I'm not concerned with how high the leg goes. Keep going for me. What I'm more concerned about is that the second you lift the leg, you feel it, squeeze it, and then drop it down. And that nothing else overcompensates in the process. So tailbone under, ribs are closed up. Now focus on your arms again. Lift up out of your shoulders, shoulders down the back. Yeah, looking good. Woo. Giovanna, it's looking good. You're doing great. 10 seconds here. Oh, Justin looks super strong in his form. Have you ever done this move before? No, a lot of people haven't. 4 seconds here. And hold it up, stay there. Now, that leg is gonna swing out to the left, extend, bend, and then bring it back down to the knee. Again, lift it up, extend it out, bend and down. Now notice that Giovanna came down onto her elbow. Absolutely fine. So if you find that you need to drop to get the height, that works for me. What I wanna see is smooth, down and up. Nice, big exhale. Oh, so it's a funny story. I was doing my own workout the other day, and I started swearing to myself on camera. It was a really awkward moment, but I just want you to know I know how you feel. You got it. Going 4, 3, 2. I want you to hold the leg out to the side. Last part, pulse it up for 10. Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh my gosh, going 4, 3, 2, and relax it down. Quick child's pose. You can't go anywhere now. You haven't done the other cheek. You wanna walk around in circles all day. Come on back up. Let's do the other side. My friends, let's rotate. All right, same deal, different side, and we stretch and we're done. Okay, you take that right knee slightly out, side of the hip, the foot is flexed, abs in tight, and start kicking that leg up and down. Whew, okay. So like I said, I've said before in other videos, what's better than doing something once? Good, kicking it up, squeeze the butt at the top. Try not to dip into your lower abs. I have to constantly remind myself of that. You're just breathing here, squeeze and down. Continue on your own. If you're wondering where you should be feeling this, you should be feeling it in this pocket of your booty, the outer thigh on the side, okay? So that's that pocket. You want to try to keep your heel in a little closer to your butt. The tendency is you're going to want to pull it away from your body. Try to keep it in. And again, lean back into that right arm. Pull up into your abs. You're almost there. Hoo-hoo-hoo. You got it. Give me 2 more. And then hold it up. Take that knee behind the other knee. Lift it up and drop it down at a diagonal. Lift it up, drop it down, lift it up. Yes, so it looks like an upside down V, or it could be a little bit of a U, an upside down U, or like a mountain. The interesting part about this one is the work is on the peak. So when you lift the leg, you gotta squeeze the butt at the top. You actually have to think about that. You can't just throw the leg up there. So squeeze it with your mind and notice what happens. And again, now pull up into your lower abs. They should be super hard, like a rock. After this workout, they'll feel like a rock, that's for sure. You know, you are working your abs right now. You think you're just working your butt, but I'm sure your arms are feeling a little tired. I'm sure your abs are feeling a little tired. If you're really pulling them in, they're working really hard. Stay with it, nice big up and down, lift and down. You have about 10 seconds here. Up and squeeze. Coming up is one of my favorite ones. Hold this next one, drop it down behind the knee. Now, keeping it there at that diagonal, you're just gonna kick it up at that diagonal and drop it back down. Kick it up and drop it down. Each leg, meaning your left and your right, are gonna be different, okay? So for me, this side is harder. I don't have as much range of motion. My flexibility is slightly different on this side, and so it's not gonna get up as high, but I still feel it, so you wanna honor each side differently. Now listen to me, if it's bothering your wrists at all, come down onto your elbows. That is absolutely okay, you're still gonna get the work. Watch your abs again, pull them up, close your ribs in and up, breathe deeper. You're trying to find that stillness in the body. So notice if your right hip is dropping down, pull it back up, tailbone slightly under. I think we're losing that a little bit there. Squeeze. Now stay with me, you've got 1 move left coming up, so now's not the time to quit, right? You're gonna walk out of here feeling like $1,000,000. I want you to give me 2 more. Now hold the leg up, swing the leg out to the side, extend it straight, Then bend it and put it back in. Now you'll notice with Giovanna, she's never fully extending the leg straight. And you're still gonna get that outer thigh work I desire. You're still gonna get that work in the love handles that I'm looking for. They are love handles, aren't they? I hate the word muffin top. I don't even like muffins, but I really like love handles. Keep going and swing it out. Nice big kick. Justin's doing a wonderful job of keeping his body as stable as you can. Now check in with yourself at home. You should be feeling the same way. You shouldn't be feeling like your shoulders are dropping down and you're bending your elbows. There's a stability in this move. So my suggestion is slower, slow it down. Feel the extension, bend, drop it down. Kick, breathe, abs pull up. Looking good. You have about 10 seconds here. Then we're gonna finish with those pulses and we stretch, that's it. Breathe, woo-hoo-hoo. I'm feeling that tush like crazy. Last one, I want you to hold the leg out to the side, pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, do not drop into those lower abs. You got it, going 4, 3, 2, relax. Child's pose. Breathe. I want you to come into a downward dog. And we're gonna go for a pigeon stretch. Lift your hips up and back. So let's actually start with the leg we just worked, which was your right one. You're gonna bring the knee forward so the knee lines up with your ankle, with your wrist, excuse me. And then the ankle lines up with the other wrist. Then drop your back knee down to the floor and scoot that leg back. What you wanna feel is that your hips are squared, so you're not sinking into the right hip. Hips are squared, chest is up. And then if it feels okay for you, come on down to your elbows. Now for some of us, this doesn't feel so good for our knees. So here's what I wanna see from you. If this is the case, Giovanna, you can stay where you are. I just wanna see a simple crossover with a reach down through the hands. This should feel a little bit better on your knees. You'll still get that hip stretch in the same spot. It's just a little gentler. Good, come on up. Let's switch legs. Left leg comes forward. Pigeon, walk that leg back, hips squared, chest up, and then drop back down. And relax into it. Again, for those of you that are sitting, the other leg crosses forward, and you stretch your hands down. And then gently come on up to sit, sitting cross-legged. We always want to close it out with our hands to our heart. So take your hands here, palms up. Take all that energy you just cultivated, take it up to the sky. Each palm touching, thumbs touching. Take a big inhale, rise. Exhale, hands to your heart. How do you feel? Well done. See you next time.